Hey everyone, welcome to the next edition in Debunking Myths about Muslims, and today I'm joined by my good friend Shameen. Assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Walaikum assalam, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, very good, thank you. So we're going to debunk this myth that all Muslims are trying to convert other people to Islam. So Shameen, who or when was the last person you converted to Islam?
Just yesterday, I've just come back from converting someone.
Oh really?
No,
Fantastic.
not really.
I'll do mine this afternoon.
I've never converted anybody or to Islam. Never ever has that happened, nor have I ever tried to.
Right.
Yes.
So why do people generally think that this goes on?
Well, I think we like to talk about Islam now more than we ever used to. Because of the current climate that we live in, I think it's really important for Muslims to speak about Islam and try and project the correct version of Islam to non-Muslims, to clear up all those misconceptions that we see on the media about how terrible Muslims are, how violent they are, which is not true, because 99% of us are not like that, and we follow a truer version of Islam than, say, the violent Muslims do. They, I believe, follow a perverted version of Islam. So what people like me are always happy to do is speak to other non-Muslims about our religion and to clear up anything that they may have heard on TV or on the radio about Muslims. So people may think we're trying to convert them by telling them stuff, but I believe we're just trying to clarify things and just as give the right image of Islam, what Islam is all about.
And do you think there's been a trend recently, or I know certainly maybe 5-10 years ago, maybe longer, you wouldn't dare talk about Islam in public. You know, you'd go out with your work colleagues or your university friends and I don't know, have like a vegetarian meal just because the meat wasn't halal. You wouldn't even want to ask a waiter if it's halal.
Yeah,
do you think it's changed nowadays?
I think, yes, it's definitely changed. I think people are a lot more comfortable talking about Islam, despite the negative image and despite all the Islamophobia and Islamophobic incidents that occur. I think people want to tell their colleagues that, look, we're Muslim, we're normal people, we do normal things. Yes, we have certain restrictions about eating and, you know, lots of different things culturally,
yeah. I can never say that.
And we're normal people, but we have certain things about us that we do. And I think we're quite happy now to explain what those are and why we do it. Whereas definitely when I remember when I was growing up, you just didn't really talk about your religion. If somebody asked you, you would tell them, but nobody really asked.
Yeah. And do you think that's perhaps because maybe we're more accepted in society, or we're more confident, or do you think it's just, there's no shortage of idiots out there who want to do stupid things, and certainly the media is not going to hesitate to put them up in front of everyone and call them Muslims? Do you think it's because of that perhaps most Muslims are still kind of silent about it?
I think there's both types. There's lots of Muslims who just want to keep their head down and not be involved in any aspect of politics or religion, and they keep their faith to themselves and don't even tell anybody they're Muslim. And there's people like me who are very happy to discuss Islam with people because, as I said earlier, we want them to know the true values that are in Islam. But I think there has been a change, and I think we are more confident, and I think people want to know about Islam. Generally, British people are kind of shy to ask about our religion, or just other cultures that are foreign to them. As British people, we don't really pry. We kind of keep quiet. We don't intrude.
Not politely.
Yeah, exactly. And now, and there are lots of people like that I know who are very shy to ask me, but if they do, I'm like, please do ask me if you want to know anything. I'm happy to tell you. And that's, I think most Muslims have the same stance, that please come and ask me whatever you want to know.
Yeah, no, that's actually an interesting point. Like, if there was a person who wanted to convert to Islam, but I don't know if they would come directly to you. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't come directly to me. But,
they wouldn't. No one's ever come to me who's actually interested in becoming a Muslim. People, lots of people I've spoken to have been pleasantly surprised about Islam when I've told them about Islam. But I think people who do become Muslim, generally, they may have Muslim friends, but they generally would, I think, go to a learned person, maybe go to the mosque, and I think they approach Muslims rather than Muslims approach them to try and convert them. I think a learned person would always be the first port of call for anybody who's interested in seriously converting to Islam.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time. Where can people learn more about you?
So you can find me on Twitter. I'm at BritPacGirl, and as Farhan mentioned, I'm a blogger. So I've got my website, www.britpacgirl.com.
Excellent, guys. Follow her on Twitter if you're on Twitter. If not, well, go to your blog. Certainly. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Shameen.
Thank you, Farhan.
Thank you. And please hit like and please subscribe to the rest of our videos. Thanks. See you next time. Bye-bye.